Hey guys, let me know if you can hear me. I think I'm live. It should be. It says it is. Let me know if you can hear the music or if it's too quiet. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit because I think it's a little quiet. It's a little quiet for me. How's it going, everybody? It's almost the weekend. Do a Thursday night drawing stream, I figure. Oh, we got a verified user in chat, not just Sky. How's it going? 472k subs, that's awesome. Country ball content, love it. All right, so you guys are gonna tell me what to draw. We have a bunch of shorts we put out this week, obviously. One every day, go take a look. So, here, let me pull up Photoshop. Let's get right into it. What should we draw first, chat? What am I drawing? What did I draw last time? Was this one of the last drawings I did? I haven't done a drawing stream in a couple of weeks. Lebanon? Yeah, let's draw Lebanon. I don't think I've drawn Lebanon before. At least not on stream. I like the Lebanese flag. I'm a huge fan of it. It's got a big old tree on it. Pull it up. We do a poll on the flag as well. Oh, first off, I did want to highlight a portrait that Michael Najic made of me a couple of weeks ago. This was really cool. I'm very flattered. Michael Najic, I don't know if you're in there in chat somewhere, but I really appreciate this. This is super cool. I've never had fan art drawn of me. So this is super cool. Thank you. Great drawing, as always. All right, here's the flag of Lebanon. What do you guys think? Let's do a poll. And we're going to draw Lebanon. Should Lebanon be doing something? Here, let's do Lebanon over here. Let's do 5 pixels. That is not a bad first ball. I haven't really drawn in a while. Some eyes. Lebanon with a comically large spoon. Why is that? Why did you want that Switzerland ball? I'm curious. Blue Chin, you know your logo is Indonesia? No, it's Poland. Poland is drawn upside down in Polandball. It's perhaps the oldest rule in Polandball. The guy who made the first Polandball comic and started like the whole country ball fandom, Falco, drew Poland upside down. We don't know if it was intentional or not, but we've kept it because it's funny. Ever since. It's been a rule for 15 years. Because it's silly? Okay. Yeah, we'll give Lebanon a spoon. Why not? We've done something similar, I think, with what was it? Armenia or Azerbaijan or no, it was someone's Balsona we drew with a fork, was it? I think we have it somewhere here. Let's see if I can find it. Right here. I forget who this was. Someone wanted to draw them. It has to be comically large. Okay, we'll make it large. Hold on, let's move these eyes. I think this ball is a little bit not too ball-esque. How's everybody's week? Oh, that's much better. Look at this ball. Good. Great week. My week's been okay. Looking forward to the weekend. I haven't been sleeping well, so I'd like to get some more sleep. So, actually, I'm not going to be able to sleep in on Saturday because we have a contest, right? I also have to plug that. We're doing another art contest on Saturday at 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time. The theme this week is to create an art piece using myths and fairy tales. So anything's fair game. You could do like some sort of Disney-inspired piece. You could do like old folklore, things like the Brothers Grimm, internet myths, stuff like that. Ollie Starrick, hello, I'm a new subscriber. Hello, thanks for joining the live stream. Always happy to see new subs. And old subs. We're glad you guys like our shorts videos and hopefully the live streams as well. Dick Rhino did a number of streams last week since I was out. Alright, now let's do the tree. And then we'll give him a spoon. Let's hide the eyes for a second. What does the tree look like? What kind of tree is this? Okay, so the tree touches both the stripes. So let's do this. That is a pretty good tree. And then we're gonna add some white. Let's make it a little bit more natural, you know? There. There's Lebanon. It looks like a Scots pine. Nations in Motion, Sumesta, you want to be an animator like me. I wouldn't call myself an animator. I use DaVinci Resolve to, like, animate things for our shorts and our videos, but I don't use any like actual animation software, you know? So it's, I mean, I don't know, maybe technically is animation, but it's very simple. It was really easy to learn. So I will say that for any of you who are aspiring animators or YouTubers or whatever, DaVinci Resolve is super easy to use. It's really, really good for a free video editing software. It's fantastic. All right, let's draw a spoon. Large spoon. Draw behind Lebanon. Oh, okay, I didn't fill this in with white. That's why it's showing up behind. Why is it doing that? Okay, there we go. We should give him like a big bowl of soup or something too. Is there a Lebanese, what's like a famous Lebanese dish that you would eat with a spoon? Do we have anyone from Lebanon in here? Or of Lebanese descent? Oops. Do that, and then that's a shitty looking spoon. Hold on. What was I doing? What was I thinking here? Oh, you know what? This is what I was gonna do. Batata hara? What is that? Lebanese dish, okay, it's spicy potatoes. Oh my god, this looks good. Lebanese spicy potatoes. I'm gonna pull this up. We're gonna be hungry together, chat. Oh, this looks so good. Find a PNG. No JPEGs, no WebP. WebPs are the worst file type. I hate them so much. They're so annoying. Okay, this is a JPEG. Not the best, but take a look at this. This is Batata hara. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing that. This looks awesome. So let's see. Roasted potatoes with... Just show me the ingredients. Where is it? Garlic, spices, herbs, lemon. This is a personal rant. I absolutely hate looking up recipes online, and it comes with a whole fucking story. Just give me the recipe, you know? Tell me what I need. Tell me how to do it. I don't need a goddamn story when I'm trying to make a dish, you know? Huge pet peeve of mine. It's so annoying. Maybe a little bit lighter here. Something like this. Slovakia. Should I draw Slovakia? Did I draw Slovakia on fire, or was that Slovenia? Okay, I think that's an okay spoon. It's decent. All right. Let's do a bowl of those potatoes. Can I draw Communist Nepal? What would Communist Nepal look like? Here's a bowl. Whoops. Not a great bowl. Hold on. Let's make it red, like the Lebanese flag. Why not? And then darker on the inside. Darker than that, I think. All right. Oh, I need the potatoes. Jay got skills. Can I have a shout out? I've been watching for a while now. Your shorts have helped you in school. Oh boy. Well, consider this a shout out, but if you're using our shorts to learn history, don't. We don't try and make historically accurate things. We try and make funny and entertaining things. But if you enjoy them, then that's what we want, you know? But yeah, it's like Red Commie Club. Yeah, the Polish people did not particularly like the communist government, but it's a funny song. 2 days into Belgium is not historically accurate either. It's alright. You mean with flags and social studies? Fair enough. It's helped me learn flags too, honestly. These kind of look like potatoes, right? Some green, some brown. Let's do a little bit of red. There's, I think it's supposed to be roast pepper or something. All right. Good enough. You know what? Yeah, I think that's good enough. Let's move it a little bit. That's actually kind of a big spoon for like a normal sized dish bowl. Oh well. Okay, Lebanon with a spoon. And batata hara, Lebanese spicy roast potatoes. Maybe I should get Lebanese food tomorrow. I like to order food on Friday. Oh, thank God you thought it was bisected Poland. Oh, that's true. We've done a lot of shorts with balls cut in half recently. Any new songs in the pipeline? A simple yes or no is good enough. Nothing close. We're working on a video of, it's going to be cars around the world. So if you've seen trains around the world and prisons around the world, which are two of our shorts, we started doing one with cars, and it sort of ballooned in scale and in scope. So we're turning that into a video, and we have, I think, 32 countries. Some good geographic diversity. Our videos are more enjoyable than your history class. I loved history class. I mean, I was a history nerd. I minored in history in college too. But like I took AP European history in high school, and it was probably my favorite class in high school. I think it was 10th grade. All right, what are we drawing next? We did Lebanon with a spoon and some roast potatoes. Scotland? I've drawn Scotland several times. I have Scotland on a unicorn here. For those of you who don't know, Scotland's national animal isn't even real. It's a unicorn. Do we have Finland? I think we do. Yeah, we've got Finland here. Coffee. Yeah, he's double fisting. He's got coffee and vodka. Uppers and downers. Palestine and Israel fighting? No, I'm not going to draw that. Michael Najik, thanks for joining. Shout out to our community moderators, such as Michael Najik and Sphinxin and Conrad and others who may or may not be here. Thanks for helping moderate Discord and YouTube. Australia and New Zealand as roommates. Didn't I draw Slovakia recently? I feel like I did. Kaliningrad. Does Kaliningrad have its own flag? United Nations? I hate drawing the United Nations. I love the UN flag. Oh, speaking of flag. Here, let's do a poll on the UN flag, actually. So the Lebanese flag, you guys thought 36% of you voted S tier. 33A, 18C or lower, 11B. I think the Lebanese flag is an A tier. I don't know that I'd say it's S tier, but it's A tier. My personal opinion. What do you guys think of the UN flag? I think it's really good, but I think it's hard to draw, and I don't enjoy drawing it. Kaliningrad, don't you mean Czech Kalovec? I probably mispronounced that, but I did like those memes about Kaliningrad being Czech. Alright, we'll do Slovakia. What should Slovakia be doing? Building a car, right? I think Slovakia has the highest per capita car production on the planet. I could be wrong, but if I'm wrong, then it's Jeremy Clarkson's fault for telling me so in a Top Gear special. Aviator, I imagine you're Slovak if you're spamming for Slovakia. Can you confirm or deny? I mean, I know Slovakia has a big car manufacturing industry. It's just I'm pretty sure they're the largest car manufacturing country per capita. Where should we draw here? I like this. It's Greenland. Groenland? Alright, Slovakia. And we'll draw him with a car. Fixing up a car. That's not a great ball. This part of the ball is not very ballular. This is better. It's Skoda, which you produce? Let me see. Slovak car industry. Since 2007, Slovakia has been the world's largest producer of cars per capita. Yeah, okay, I was right. With a total of 1,080,000 in 2018. Holy shit. Cars manufactured, let's see. Production of more than 1 million cars in 2016. Slovakia is 20th in the list of worldwide car production by country. 7th largest car producer in the EU. It's the largest industry in Slovakia, responsible for 12% of Slovak GDP in 2013. 41% of Slovak industrial production. Employs 80,000 people. That's crazy. "67 days until Christmas." Yeah, but who's counting? All right, well, let's end this UN poll. 42% S, 33A, 12B, 12C or lower. You know what? I think the UN flag is S tier too. I think it's a great flag. I love it. AM animations and things. Could I give you a shout out? The one thing that got you into History and Flags was a single Polandball video. Thank you so much for making these videos. It let me discover new interest. Absolutely. I'm glad that you like Polandball because I have liked Polandball for like my entire adult life. I've been drawing comics since 2011, 2012, something like that. I absolutely love it. Okay. So I think we draw Slovakia from behind, and then he's working on a car. So let's do this. So we're not going to do eyes. We're going to do... Aaron did something similar for our next video, where I think Russia is working on a Lada. So I generally don't like seals and crests, coats of arms on flags, but I do like this one. I think the white outline and how it crosses all three bands of the flag is very elegantly done. I really do like the Slovak flag. Okay. Let's go back here. Make Puerto Rico. You might be spamming, but please make Puerto Rico. The reason the reason you got me into our channel is because of us mentioning Puerto Rico in the Empire's Anonymous video. I can make Puerto Rico, sure. I've been to Puerto Rico like 5 or 6 times. I love Puerto Rico. Puerto Rican people are also super friendly. So shout out to any Puerto Rican homies in the chat. You guys are awesome. Let's see, it's blue land, right? Blue land. Be a little bit more. Okay, and then, is there a name for this style of cross? Do you guys know? Oh, the one on top is shorter. Okay, let's do this. And then this one's longer. It's just a normal cross. Well, so, like, to me, this is the normal cross, you know? The one that has 2 intersecting lines, there's got to be a name for that specific type of cross. I think it's a cooler design than, you know, just the normal cross. Okay. Alright, so we've got Slovakia. Now we have to draw some shitty car. Let's see. Now, I'm gonna freehand this, all right? So apologies if this is bad. I have to have like the hood up, right? We'll orient it through like this. It's a small car. I don't know how he's gonna fit in it. Let's make this bigger. Something like this. It's gonna be the world's worst car. You guys can hold me to that. You'll have never seen a worse drawn car. I am Sir William. The reason you came to like this channel is because your friend showed you the Nigerian print short saying it was racist, so you investigated. It's not racist. It's making fun of an internet meme about Nigerian print scammers. Nations in Motion. One of them says that the first horizontal line symbolized the secular power and the other horizontal line, the ecclesiastic power of Byzantine emperors. Interesting. for the cross on the Slovak flag. Damn, do I even know what a car looks like? I can do the lights after, I guess. Let's do something like this. Bumper. I absolutely love cars, but I hate driving. I think cars are super cool, but I hate the act of driving. I don't know if any of you out there are like me. That's a computer, not a car. But yeah, I hate driving. I'm a big simp for public transit. I love trains. I don't really like buses, but I like trains. I think buses are just kind of gross, you know? Give me a good subway or metro line any day of the week. Driving is a chore, that's why? True. What is my favorite car? Ferrari Testarossa, 1986. I've drawn it on stream before. This is a terrible car. Good lord. Hold on. I'm gonna redo this. You know what? I'm just gonna make it shitty. I've decided. The bumper's not long enough, that's the problem here. Damn, I don't know how to draw a car. We need more room. Let's move him over here, above rectangle. It's a laptop with legs. For now. Okay, let's see. I have an image on my other screen to sort of guide me. We're gonna hide Slovakia. Slovakia if it was good. You know what? This sucks. Try this again. I can't, okay, I can't draw a car. Thinking of a way out of this mess. Okay, we're just gonna make it bad, all right? I have to fight my instinct to not want to make it bad. It's gonna look like a bathtub or a coffin or something. God, this is a shitty car. Truly terrible. God, I hate this. It looks like a piano. Well, if somehow, just coincidentally, Slovakia has a large piano manufacturing industry, then maybe I can just say it's a piano instead. But alas, I do not think that the piano industry is a big industry in any country. Yeah, I just need to lock it in, you know? Just send it. Just draw. Doesn't have to be great, it just needs to be done, right? I think that's how Aaron draws. I should ask him. Aaron also draws a lot more than me, so he has practice. Whoa. Who is this? Madagascar scare? Madagascar. How will they drive without hands? The power of friendship. It looks like a beanbag and a piano, and a beanbag had a child. Czech Navy has never lost. I assume most of you guys saw our short about the Mongolian Navy. That's one of my favorite shorts that we've done. I think that was a good, solid joke. That's too big. Just go back to this. Okay. Now the front is too big. This car is all front. I don't know that I've ever driven a Slovak car, but maybe they do look like this. DRG, or Dr. G, please don't spam in chat. I think I drew an F-22 recently, actually. Didn't someone ask me to draw an F-22, and I did? Do you guys remember? I feel like I did. Maybe it was on the chat family portrait canvas. Let me check that real quick. Why not F-35? You know what? I'll say it. I think the F-35 is ugly. Come at me. I think the F-35 is an ugly fighter jet. In the world of beautiful and elegant fighter jets, the F-35 is not one of them. The F-22, I think, is a gorgeous airplane. I think it is one of the most beautiful airplanes ever built, not just fighter jet. I think the F-22 looks like a UFO. It's awesome. The F-35 is fat. It's ugly. I don't like it. It's a cool plane. Very capable, obviously, but I think the F-35 is ugly, and I'm tired of pretending it's not. Okay, here, we'll do a poll on this. F-16 looks cooler. F-18 looks cooler. I don't like how the F-15 looks. I think the F-15 is ugly, but it's a cool plane. Most like modern MiGs and Sukhois, I think, look cooler than the F-35 as well. J-20 looks cooler. Square Uptune, thank you for the $1 donation. I apologize for missing it. Square Uptune has been a member of this community for a very long time. I remember you entering, must have been like one of the earliest contests, if not the earliest. Thank you, Square Uptune, for supporting the channel. Glad you're here with us. Hope you're having a great day. What impressed me to start making Country Ball animations? I was asked by Aaron. Aaron asked me to join the YouTube channel about a week after they made the channel. Dick Rhino made the channel. And I said yes. And I'm glad I did, because Aaron and I make almost all of the shorts together. He does 99.9% of the artwork. I do the editing and the voice acting, and sometimes I do a little bit of the art. But I think we've made a good match. You know nothing about F-22 or F-35? Just go purely on looks. The F-22 is the more capable air-to-air platform. The F-35 is a multi-role fighter. The F-22 is designed to shoot down other planes. The F-35 is designed to do everything. Yeah, this car is actually a bathtub. It's a carpool. Not terrible, but the front is way too fat. But I don't care. Okay. We're going to merge Slovakia with the car, because I'm going to start filling in the color. What color should the car be? Give him a wrench to fix the car? I will give him a wrench, yes. Gray? Baby blue? I was thinking baby blue as well. And then the windshield, we can make dark. We can make it more like teal, turquoise, whatever. Maybe I don't know my colors. I think maybe a little darker. I think that's better. And then darker still on the inside and here. So the reason that he's fixing this car is because it doesn't have an engine. That's why it's not going. Better than a car you would draw. So if I was drawing something for a contest or like a comic for the subreddit, I would probably just trace something, but I wanted to freehand it. Because I think there's a charm in shitty art, you know? That's the thing that I love probably most about Polandball as an art medium is the art is often shitty, you know? Like the geopolitical satire, I think, is the thing that I find most compelling about Polandball and country balls at large. But purely as an art form, I think what I like is how shitty the art can be. I'm going to make an engine. I don't know what engines look like, so don't make fun of me. I'm very sensitive. Let's try this. Okay, now let's make it light. And dark. Damn, this sucks. I shouldn't have merged Slovakia yet. Oh well, here. This is what I can do. Workaround. Erase these parts. Okay. And then let's do dark for the bed. Whoops. Dark gray. Why is it doing that? Oh, I'm going on the wrong layer. That's why. Let's go a little bit lighter than this. We'll give Slovakia a wrench at the end as well. Car should be beat up a little bit, you know? Tires. That should be darker. Let's try. Not the best proportions for the wheel, but we're going to deal with it because I'm taking a long time on this drawing. Then I'm going to cheat here, and the wheel bay, or whatever it's called, I'm going to make just dark blue. instead of actually drawing it. Oh, actually that works. Okay, cool. I like that. My profile picture is Indonesia. Incorrect. It is Poland. In Polandball, Poland is drawn upside down with red on top. It has been that way since 2009. I've been drawing Polandball comics since 2011, 2012. I do know what the Polish flag looks like. I promise you. All right, let's add the bumper. Let's make it gray. Fix that. Okay, now it needs lights. Headlamps over here. Headlights. One over here. Now it's starting to look real, right? That's too dark. Let's do something like this. And it needs that little kickstand or whatever to hold it up, right? Okay. That's not a terrible car. I think that turned out okay. Let's make that more red, and then let's add there. Okay. Oh, let's give it a like a shitty antenna. Now let's give a wrench to Slovakia. I didn't end the poll. 69% said F-22 looked better than the F-35. Nice. William O'Byrne, thank you for the $5 Canadian donation. Draw USA giving his life savings to Canada for all of his maple syrup after this. Absolutely. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. We appreciate your support of the channel. Let's draw this wrench, and then we'll draw your request. Let's see. How should he be holding it? Maybe like... cheat and just duplicate. Oops. Erase that. Do that. Okay. Kind of looks like a wrench, right? I should flip it. Image. Flip horizontal. There we go. So I'm holding it like over there. You can kind of tell. Okay. Done. There's a Nazi in chat. What? Oh. Yeah, that's an instant ban. No Nazi shit. No fascist crap. Alright, so we're drawing, let's see. USA giving his life savings to Canada for all of his maple syrup. Okay. So Canada's strategic maple syrup reserves. I've drawn similar things, right? We drew a fat USA here. Oh, yeah, we did something very similar, actually. Billy M. O'Byrne. I'm going to model it something after something like this, and I'm just noticing 2 stray pixels here. Your favorite car is a Porsche 911? It's a pretty cool looking car. If I had money to buy a Porsche, I wouldn't buy a Porsche though, you know? Similarly, like, hold on. How much do Cybertrucks cost? So a Cybertruck, a Tesla Cybertruck costs $100,000. That looks like the baseline price. If I had $100,000 to spend on a car, I would not buy a Cybertruck. The people who buy Cybertrucks, they're doing it for... because there's a cult of personality around Elon Musk. If I had $100,000, I would buy, like... let's see. I think I could buy a Ferrari Testarossa with $100,000. They're used, obviously, and they're old, and it'd be a bitch to maintain, but... for $100K, what could you get? I would get, like, a genuinely cool car, you know? Like a sports car of some kind. Spiker C8? What is that? That's pretty cool. That's a cool looking car. Here, let me show chat. A 2009 Spiker C8. I don't know that I would buy this. I mean, I don't have the money to spend on a car like this, but if I did, then I would, you know, probably research it more. But I don't know that I would buy this car, but it is a neat looking car. I think it's a little bit too chunky, too wide. This is the F-35 of cars. See, Board Game, thank you for the $7 Canadian donation. After those 2 drawings, I should totally draw some Planet Ball themed stuff. Maybe like the solar system, but size accurate. That is a good idea. I will do that, Board Game. I really did like your entries. For those of you who may not remember, Board Game, I think, entered for the first time one of our contests this past Sunday. Let me pull up your entries, actually. I save every entry. I've got a file or folder for all of the contests that we do. Let's see, so it was not the 19th, that's on Saturday. Board Game, where were your entries? Here. Board Game drew this, and I think Board Game draws in PowerPoint, which is crazy. I didn't know you could draw in PowerPoint. But yeah, this was Board Game drew this. Thank you, Board Game, for the donation, the super chat. Very kind of you. I'm a big fan of Planet Ball too. Okay, let's do USA buying maple syrup from Canada. Draw US first. We're going to draw US on the right. Zoom in a bit. I love drawing the sunglasses on the US. I hate drawing everything else about the US. I think it's not a fun flag to draw. But the sunglasses, I love finding excuses to draw sunglasses on any character. That's probably one of my favorite sort of common objects to draw. You also animate in PowerPoint? Do you also cook in PowerPoint? Do you use PowerPoint to do your math homework? Let's do the glasses. I don't take my dog to the vet. I just ask Clippy in PowerPoint. Was Clippy in PowerPoint? I don't remember. Didn't Microsoft kill Clippy? Isn't he dead? You guys know who Clippy is, right? Here, I think these glasses are too much of an angle, too steep of an angle. That's better. I like having it slightly off the ball. So one of the most distinct things about my Polandball art style versus Aaron's, for example, is you'll notice that generally when Aaron draws the US, he has the eyes sort of show up behind it, right? And he shows emotion that way. I just deform the sunglasses themselves. Aaron does that sometimes, like when Britain is wearing his monocle or Hong Kong is wearing a monocle, he'll sort of deform the monocle, but he generally doesn't do that with sunglasses. He has the US's eyes appear behind it. That's just a stylistic choice, but that's one way you could instantly tell our design choices or style choices apart from each other. Also, just the fact that Aaron just makes a lot more drawings than I do, you would be able to tell. Because he's a very prolific artist. Easy sunglasses. Love it. Simple. What do I use to draw? I use Photoshop. A lot of you guys use different programs. There's a lot of good free programs. GIMP is a good one. Paint.net is a good one. Regular old MS Paint is what Aaron uses. It's more than adequate to draw Polandball comics. Here, let's actually get rid of this. Ibis Paint is good. I think a lot of you guys draw on mobile platforms, which is strange to me. I've only ever drawn on the computer. I don't use a tablet or anything like that. I do have a drawing pad for my computer, but I don't use it. For the Puerto Rico drawing, make it so that the USA looks at Puerto Rico, who is still thinking about its future of state or independence. Please also don't delete your message. I'm not spamming. Nightbot does what Nightbot wants. I'm curious, Juan, what is your opinion on Puerto Rican independence versus statehood versus status quo? I'm not Puerto Rican, so it's not up to me. My personal opinion, however, though, is I think Puerto Rico should become a U.S. state. It would entitle Puerto Rico to a lot more federal funding. And I just... Puerto Rico has out-migration issues where a lot of young Puerto Ricans leave the island for the mainland, for the United States, like the contiguous United States. So the population left on the island skews older. So the economy is not as vibrant as it used to be. It's got a lot of problems. But that's my personal opinion. I'm curious what yours are. I don't like the status quo, because the status quo is effectively a colony. I think it should be either independence or statehood. I think it should just be a binary option. Like, it has to be solved, you know? Puerto Rico should become a U.S. state, in your opinion, too, because they've been waiting for statehood for so long. There's a lot of people who don't want it to be a state, though, is the problem, right? And there have been a number of referendums held in Puerto Rico on the issue of statehood, and a couple of times when they've held those referendums, one side will just boycott the election because they know they're going to lose, and then they can just claim it's illegitimate. So it's a whole problem in Puerto Rican politics. Do I have a favorite comic? Like a favorite Polandball comic? Yes. My favorite Polandball comic is an old burned-made comic. A burned-made comic means it has an anonymous author, so we don't know who it is. But it's Poland Cannot into Oil. Very classic comic. It shows the U.S. Or it depicts Poland finding oil in the ground, and then the ground starts to rumble and shake, and then the U.S. appears in a tank with Britain and NATO in chains following him. Which I think lets Britain off the hook too easily. Britain was the U.S. before the U.S. was the U.S., if that makes sense. Britain is a willing participant in American neo-imperialism. Puerto Rico should be a U.S. state. It's a decent strategic point, if you remember correctly. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's geostrategically very valuable, yes. Alright, so here's our U.S. We gotta draw Canada. Oh, chat died. Rip chat. Where'd you guys go? Can you guys still see? Yes? Okay, cool. What's my opinion on the Liechtenstein flag? I like it. I think it's pretty cool. Liechtenstein's not a democracy, though, so I'm kind of biased against it. It's still a principality. It's a microstate, right? I feel like the world really shouldn't have microstates. I think microstates are kind of dumb. Like, the Vatican kind of makes sense, but, like, the idea of the Catholic Church being a polity, obviously it's a holdover from historical eras, but it just feels anachronistic for sort of, like, a religious institution to be a sovereign state. I think it's very strange, you know? Opinion on the Angola flag? I love the Angolan flag. I think it's super cool. Why can't I draw Canada? Can't draw a ball. Yeah, for non-American viewers or people who just might not be familiar with the situation, we were talking about Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is an American territory that the U.S. won in the Spanish-American War in the late 19th century. And it has been a territory of the United States ever since. It is in the Caribbean. It's got a population of about like 2.5 or 3 million people, something like that. So it's pretty decently sized. And because it's a territory, it doesn't have full representation in the U.S. federal government. So it doesn't have 2 senators, and it doesn't have what's the word? It doesn't have voting representatives in the House of Representatives. It has 1 non-voting representative, as do other as do other American territories like Guam. But Puerto Rico is the next obvious state. Like, if there's going to be a 51st state, Puerto Rico is the most obvious choice because it's already larger in population than a number of American states by a good margin. But it's like the biggest political issue, unsolved political issue on the island, and it just has been for a century. But it's because it's a territory, it's effectively a colony of sorts, you know, which is why I don't like the status quo. But the Puerto Ricans on the island have not been able to come to a consensus, or not even a consensus. There's never been like a clear sort of plebiscite where a majority supported either independence or statehood. Opinion on Gibraltar. I don't really know anything about Gibraltar other than the fact that the UK owns it. It kind of feels weird. It's like a vestige of the British Empire, right? It's not really necessary anymore, but because the empire doesn't exist. But I don't know, sort of I have Canada up here. Get that red. I don't know. I don't have opinions on Gibraltar. I don't give a shit if was returned to Spain, or if it stays British, it doesn't matter. Either way, like, functionally it makes no difference. Spain and Britain are allies, right? But I think the people who live there are British. I mean, at least they're citizens of the United Kingdom, but ethnically, I assume that they have like English, Scottish, Irish background mostly. I'm sure there's some Spanish, right? All right, let's do the leaf. Very quick tutorial on drawing the maple leaf on Canada's flag. Draw a triangle. Draw the stem underneath it. One line up here. One line up here. And then 3 prongs. Fill it in. Same thing on the other 2 sides. Canada's fun to draw. Very easy to draw. Seaborgium. $2.79 donation. Opinion on immature country ball / planet ballers. What do you mean by immature? What I like, one of the things that I like about Polandball, country balls, planet balls, whatever, is that it's no one owns the medium, right? So anybody can make whatever they want of it. There are things that I like about it that other people don't. There are other kinds of content creators that appeal to other people, right? And, you know, someone like Mr. Spherical, where they have hands and mouths. I don't like that, but some people like that, and that's totally fine. You mean like childish ones who always entice drama with each other? I mean, you know, kids are going to be kids, right? People grow up. Not everybody grows. Everybody, if they're fortunate, has to grow old, but not everybody grows up, right? But generally, you know, most people sort of grow out of sort of immaturity. Do I like this flag? What is that flag? Looks like a French territory, overseas territory. Lazy, how am I? I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well too. What's my opinion on the flag of Hawaii? You guys can quote me on this, but I've said it many times. Any flag that has the Union Jack in the canton in the top left corner, automatically a terrible flag. No exceptions. They're all terrible. Every single one of them. Australia, New Zealand, the old Canadian flag, the Hawaiian flag, they're all garbage. Now, that being said, some of them are better than the others, right? The Hawaiian flag, I think, is better than the Dominion of Canada. The Australian flag, I think, is better than the New Zealand flag. Hawaiian flag, I think, is better than the Australian flag. But they're all garbage. I hate them. The Union Jack itself, great flag. You know, mid, high A tier, maybe S tier, and it's obviously iconic. But putting it in the corner of another flag instantly makes it terrible. Opinion on people asking me my opinion. I like it. That's part of the appeal of streaming, right? Is like it's a two-way conversation between chat as like an amalgamation of different people and the streamer. Can I draw Panama? Maybe I can get to Panama. I have to finish this. We're doing a maple syrup reserve. So let's do like a water tank, maple syrup. Or a water tower. Okay, let's do 3 pixels. Yeah, let's do 3 pixels. No, let's do 5 pixels. Again, shout out, or not shout out, but a reminder that we're doing a contest on Saturday on myths and folklore, fairy tales. So if you want to participate, draw something, and then you can send it into our Discord in the contest entries channel, or you can email it to me at colipb@gmail.com. Why can't I draw this roof? I'm gonna cheat. Boom, line tool. No, what? No, that looks bad. That's why we don't use line tool. But yeah, see, board game. Going back to your question, adults give leeway to children to act like children because they're kids, right? Kids don't know any better, right? Just because they haven't had the life experiences, their brains aren't fully developed, right? It's a function of time, maturity, for most people. Again, not everybody sort of emotionally or mentally matures, but most people do. So it's just the way the world works, you know. So. People have to learn how to, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I lost my train of thought. I want to make this, like, more bluish white, if that makes sense. Try something like this. Okay. And then the top, let's make it red. Cut this off here and here. Maybe a little bit less dark than that. Let's do... something like that. And then the base of the tower, the legs, I'm going to make brown. Let's do this. Wait, why did I make it... no. Why did I make it blue? Let's make it dark brown. It's maple syrup, it's not water. What am I thinking? And then let's do... make it look good. Well, make it look not bad. Maybe not good, but... that's kind of shitty. Whatever. How did Aaron draw throwing money? Oh, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I can take something that I drew. A wad of cash from the short we had about Greece burning money. I really like that one. What was that one called? Do you guys remember? Greece's debt? No, it wasn't called that. It's not about the money? Is that what it was called? Yeah, you're right. Okay. So here's the original comic. So this is a Burn-made comic that we decided to turn into a short. So again, Burn-made means it's anonymous. So we don't know who drew this, but we turned it into a short. So, hey Poland, you want this monies? Sure, I will have. And then we decided to make it the EU and Greece, because we thought that would be funnier. But I originally made the short an adaptation of this with the US and Poland. And here's the wad of cash I drew. So we'll just give this to the US. Oops. All right, there we go. Youngblood, thanks for joining. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Or morning or afternoon or whatever it is, wherever you are. Can I draw St. Kitts and Nevis? Wow. I don't think I've ever drawn St. Kitts and Nevis. We're going to do some sort of Planet Ball thing. See, Board Game asked me to draw a Planet Ball. Oh, you know what we should do? Let's do Jupiter and Europa Clipper. Let's do that. So one of the things that I like about Planet Ball is that you can draw spacecraft as characters too, which I have done in a couple of, maybe one or two comics. I've only made a handful of Planet Ball comics. Let me show you guys. Finished comics. No, Planet Ball. Planet Ball. Okay. This is called Pluto is an Asshole. Actually, I don't know if that's what I called it. Let me go to the Planet Ball sub. r/Planet Ball. Yours truly has the top 3 comics of all time on r/Planet Ball. One from 7 months ago, one from 6 months ago, and one from 9 years ago. Oh wow, I made 2 about Pluto. I made like 2. Okay, I remember. All right. So this is New Horizons, which was the first spacecraft to visit Pluto in 2014, I think. So I drew this as it was flying there. So we didn't know exactly what Pluto looked like yet because it wasn't close enough to get high fidelity images of the surface, right? But we generally knew like what colors it was, right? We knew it was dark. So I drew New Horizons flying there, right? And the mission took like 10 years to get from Earth to Pluto because it's so far away, right? So I thought it would be funny to have Pluto just tell it to fuck off the second it gets there. So I drew this one before New Horizons arrived, and then I drew this one after. This, I think, was the first Planet Ball comic that had accurate sort of surface details of Pluto. So I sort of flipped the script here, where Pluto doesn't give a shit about the spacecraft, and here spacecraft doesn't give a shit about Pluto because it just did a flyby. It was going too fast, and Pluto was too small for it to be sent into orbit around Pluto. So, anyway, the point I want to make here is you can draw spacecraft as characters in Planet Ball. I should draw Europa alongside Jupiter if I'm going to draw Europa Clipper. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do Jupiter and Europa Clipper. So let's go back here. Those of you who don't know, one of NASA's flagship exploration missions was launched. When was it? A couple days ago. Friday? Saturday? Europa Clipper, which in 5.5 years will arrive in the Jupiter planetary system, and it will begin to explore the fourth largest Jovian moon, Europa, which is about 10% smaller in radius than the Earth's moon. So I think it's the 6th or 7th largest moon in the solar system. Remember Puerto Rico? I'll draw Puerto Rico, yeah. Drawing this first since it came from a super chat. Europa is an icy moon. It's thought that it has, well, not thought. It's all but confirmed that it has an ocean of liquid water underneath, like anywhere from like a 10 to 30 kilometer icy crust. So there is a not terrible chance that there could be life on Europa. What about SpaceX's Starship booster being successfully recovered? That was super cool. I don't know if you guys watched that, but here's Jupiter. I'm just going to copy paste this so I get the right colors. SpaceX captured the what's it called? Starship with their launch tower, which is incredible. Instead of the rocket either having to land or being discarded in the ocean, they were able to capture it with the tower as it landed, so they can reuse it. So without having to have landing gear on a rocket, it makes it more economical to send more stuff into space, because the most expensive thing about putting something into space is the rocket, right? Sending it up is because it requires a lot of fuel. And if you have landing gear, then that's a lot of extra weight, and you're going to need more fuel to lift that extra weight into space. So being able to catch the rocket at the tower instead of having to land it means that they can put more stuff as part of the payload rather than needing landing gear. So, all right, let's draw Jupiter. Oh, here, this is good. Frosty, how's it going? Let's do a Q&A. What is your favorite planet in the solar system? You can say Earth, although that's a cop-out. Favorite planet. And that includes, like, the planetary system. So everything that comes with it. I have always liked Saturn. You can't ignore those rings. I should have known. Everyone's just going to say Uranus. Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, Earth, Mars, Earth, Jupiter. Yeah, no one ever says, Mercury or Venus, right? Because they're kind of boring. Mercury in particular is boring. Really not much going on, So the way I draw Jupiter is sort of just like a flag with stripes. It's kind of, it looks kind of like a flag. Okay, let's merge these. Hold on, clean that up here. We'll do the great red spot as well. I think, like, the Jupiter system is cool, but Jupiter as a planet, I think, is super ugly. Seaborgium, Jupiter's your favorite because it has an extremely dangerous environment, radiation belts, intriguing moons. You can't ignore those fancy stripes. I think that the planet itself is super ugly. I think Jupiter is easily the ugliest planet. But the planetary system is super cool. Yeah, it's got a faint ring system, and it's got a lot of really cool moons. Europa, I think, is the coolest. Pun not intended. Io is pretty cool. It's a volcanic world. Most volcanic body in the solar system is Io. Need to get this color red. I'll draw Puerto Rico after this. I didn't forget. And the wind speeds on Jupiter are, like, I think in excess of 800 miles an hour or something like that. Maybe even faster. Try something a little different here. You look a little bit more like the planet because the clouds aren't perfectly separated, you know? That is already looking better, I think. That looks more like the planet. That's better. You're gonna eat a tungsten bomb. What are the side effects? Fun fact. A gram of uranium has something like 20 million calories. So if you eat a gram of uranium, you'll never have to eat for the rest of your life. And that Q&A. Draw the USA on Jupiter. Yo, you can't survive without Earth. True, but it's a cop-out answer, you know? Let's give Jupiter tiny eyes. Okay, I like that. I think this is a pretty good Jupiter. Good cartoony Jupiter. I have to draw Europa. Europa's gonna be kind of hard to draw. Let's try Europa. And then we'll draw Europa Clipper. So it's a NASA mission to Jupiter, and it's going to do flybys of Europa for a couple of years. I think they have 39 scheduled flybys of Europa, so it'll get very close to the surface, but it won't actually ever orbit Europa because it's a little bit too small. Kind of hard to get captured. ESA, the European Space Agency, is sending the Jupiter Icy Moons Orbiter, or Jupiter Icy Moons Explorer, JUICE. It's already on its way. It was launched, I think, last year to Jupiter, and it is actually going to enter orbit around Ganymede. Ganymede is the largest moon in the solar system, and it's the largest of the Jovian moons. It is also thought to have a liquid water ocean underneath the surface, but much, much deeper than Europa, so even more inaccessible. Can learn you guys some astronomy facts here. Yeah, please don't spam the chat. Big Yan for Prez, I have subscribed to you. Thank you so much for subbing. Appreciate it. We're glad you like our channel. We put out a short every single day. Just about every single day. There's a day every now and then we'll miss a day. Europa doesn't really look like that. It's got those what's it called? It has something of like a copper. It looks like sort of copper surface, you know, breaking up the ice. They're more like lines, I guess. Let's do something like this. I'll make them look like more like lines. You are right. It's not really. They're not like splotches. I forget what these are. Let me see. Yeah, so these are called linee. I don't know how to pronounce that. Latin for lines. Europa's most striking surface features are a series of dark streaks crisscrossing the entire globe called linee. Close examination shows that the edges of Europa's crust on either side of the cracks have moved relative to each other. The larger bands are more than 20 kilometers across, often with dark, diffuse outer edges, regular striations, and a central band of lighter material. The most likely hypothesis is that these linees on Europa were produced by a series of eruptions of warm ice as Europa's crust slowly spreads open to expose warmer layers underneath. Yeah, it's Latin for lines. Cruzia, your art is cool. Thank you. All right, let's add eyes. Oops. Oh, I drew here. Put the spacecraft in between them. Okay, let's do eyes. Why is it not drawing? Hold on, I think I have to reopen Photoshop. Can we get a small monolith floated by Jupiter? Real talk. 2001 I thought was a terrifying film. I first watched it as a kid. My dad showed it to me. The scene where they approach the monolith on the moon's surface was terrifying. The soundtrack is very ominous and eerie. Whoops. Great film, but I must have been like 9 or 10 years old when I first watched it, and it scared the shit out of me. A lot of eerie sounds. And then the scene at the end when Bowman is in... it's Bowman, right? Bowman is in the room or whatever with the monolith and he points at it. Terrifying. Requiem for a Soprano? Is that what it's called? The Stargate scene still looks amazing. What is that scene? I don't remember. Maybe I should post this to Planetball. Alright, Europa Clipper. We'll pull it up. It's a cool looking spacecraft, I think. I need to figure out where I want to put the eyes. Here's Europa Clipper. So this was launched a couple days ago. Oh, the flashing light zooming by near the end? Yeah, that's yeah, that is a scary scene. And you get like the flashes of Bowman's face. It's a fantastic movie. I think one of the best movies ever made, but I think I was too young when I watched it the first time and it was scary. I never read 2001, the novel, the actual novel by Arthur C. Clarke, but I did read 2010. It was okay. Okay, let's draw in green first. Some solar panels. So, and even in my own lifetime, the technology for spacecraft that we send around the solar system has changed dramatically. So it used to be that sending spacecraft to the outer solar system, you had to use nuclear power. An RTG, a radio, what is it called? What does RTG stand for? Radioisotope thermoelectric generator. So you put a small amount of nuclear material, and its decay produces thermal energy, and that's what powers the spacecraft. Because solar panels become less effective the farther away. Oh, you can't see the screen. I'm so sorry. My bad. That always happens whenever Photoshop crashes and I have to fix it. So I'm drawing the spacecraft now. But anyway, what I was saying, the farther from the sun you get, the less effective solar panels are, right? Because there's less sunlight. So historically, spacecraft that get sent to the outer solar system use RTGs. But solar panel technology has advanced quite a bit in my own lifetime, to the point where now we can send things to Jupiter using solar panels. So Europa Clipper and I think JUICE both have solar panels instead of RTGs. And Juno, which is a spacecraft around Jupiter right now, also uses solar panels. It's in I think a very highly elliptical polar orbit around Jupiter. If you are not interested in space, you should be, because it's cool as hell. Nova Scotia on a lobster. RTL Gaming, how's it going? So I'm going to do Puerto Rico after this, and then Toto, I did see you had requested St. Kitts and Nevis, and I've never drawn that, so I am going to do that. Do I think that Taiwan can have the right to be an independent country? Taiwan is a de facto independent state. It is not de jure an independent state, but it basically already is. If you're asking if I think it should be recognized as an independent state by certain countries, then yes, I do think it should be. But we live in the real world where you can't just do that without upsetting the People's Republic of China. So you've got to be sort of careful about it, you know? But I hope it gets resolved one day. I think it will. I don't think... if I had to put money on it, I don't think that the way that China, the People's Republic of China, exists today, I don't think it'll exist in the same way in 30 or 40 years' time, you know? Not necessarily saying it'll collapse, I just think it'll probably be significantly different from what it is today. This has turned out pretty well. I really like this. Let's give Jupiter a crown. I drew a Polandball comic for you guys on stream a while ago. Here, this one. Oh no, here. I have it in Photoshop. I can open it. Spoilers for a 3-body problem. No, this isn't the version. I had a version where I had a crown on Jupiter. I drew the moons. Maybe you guys remember this. Why is France there? What do you mean? Oh, here? France get into space. Oops. France actually does have one of the most developed space industries in the world. PRC is at my door. True. Xi Jinping himself is personally here to pull the Ethernet cord out of my computer. Seaborgium, you're off stream to work on a new episode of a series you're making. Thanks for having you. See you soon. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, Seaborgium. And good prompt. If you ever want to board chat with me by talking about space, I'm happy to do it. I love space. Few things that I care about more than space. I know not everybody in chat is a big space nerd. Big Yan for Prez, how's it going? We need Philippines in an animation? We had Philippines in one recently, but we should make one about the Philippines specifically. That is definitely something we should do. Because we do have a lot of Filipino viewers. One of the problems is I just don't know a lot about a lot of countries, so it's hard to sort of come up with ideas as easily for certain countries than it is for, you know, Europe, the US, Japan, China. I'm gonna fix this. I had a rocket ship that Poland is in. But no. Poland can't into space. Alright, let's give a little crown to Jupiter. King of the planets. I want to do a really tiny crown. Like a Burger King crown. Even that I think is too big here. Let's make it smaller. Where are these tiny little ones? There. Love it. Let's do a little shadow. Man, how creepy would it be to be in a spacecraft orbiting Jupiter and then you pass into its shadow? Okay. I really like this. I think this is pretty good. So this was fulfilling Seaboard Games' request. One Awesome, how's it going? Were you here? Oh, asking if anybody else was here for the Butter War. That was a very long time ago. That's an old stream. Set the shadow to 85. Let me see. I think that's too dark. But you're right, it should be, right? Because there's no light reflecting back at it. It should be in pure darkness. Should be like 100%. Let's do 85. Good call. Masada, 1911, €6 donation. Can you do something inspired by the succulent Chinese meal guy? Rip to him, by the way. Yes. I promised I would do Puerto Rico and St. Kitts and Nevis first. And then Masada, I will draw... God, he was Aussie, right? Do you guys know this meme? The succulent Chinese meal? I forget the name of the guy, but he died recently. It's an old meme. A guy was arrested. Oh, God. Can we watch it together? Let me see. Let's see. Let's just watch it together.
You just assured me that I could speak.
Sit down inside the car. We're not assuring anything. We're under arrest.
Look, I'm under what?
Come on.
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis before. Get some cups. Why did you do this? Up in the car. Get some cups. For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Oh, that's a nice headlock, sir. Oh, yes. I see that you know your judo well. Good one. And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? Now, get your hands off me. Ta-ta! One cup, look.
All right, so this is an old meme. It went viral a long time ago because the guy has like such a compelling voice. And he was being arrested for, I forget what, but he died a couple of months ago. And so a lot of the things that he said became instant memes. So this is Democracy Manifest. Yeah, so rip to that guy. So yeah, we'll have to draw something. I don't want to draw Australia though. Oh, I destroyed France. Because I hate drawing Australia. And I think I did it recently. Didn't quite fix France, but whatever. Okay, so I'm drawing Puerto Rico and St. Kitts and Nevis. Let's do Puerto Rico. I see you know judo well. We made a reference to in one of our shorts. Here, let me show you. Which one was it? It was Proxy War. Where's Proxy War? I like Proxy War. Or no, it's the one that got away. Proxy War, come on! Proxy War me! Come on, China! Proxy War! Hold on, let me turn off the captions. Proxy War, come on! Proxy War me! Come on, China! Proxy War me! Do it! Let's go! Proxy War! Nuclear brinkmanship! I want to feel something! Don't you want to bite of this succulent Chinese meal? There you go. Proxy War! Do it! Just do it! And think actually... no. Ah! This one was fun. I really liked it. So yeah, we had a line to the succulent Chinese meal. Because they're both China, right? Republic of China, People's Republic of China. Come on, China. Proxy War me. I want to feel something. Don't you want a bite of this succulent Chinese meal? All right, Puerto Rico, St. Kitts and Nevis. Let me get the Puerto Rican flag. We can do a poll on the Puerto Rican flag. And St. Kitts and Nevis. Here's the flag of Puerto Rico. Am I the one that narrates the shorts? I do the voice acting on most of the shorts, yes. Not all of them, but probably like 95% of them. I voice USA? I sure do. Turkey. I had no idea we could name ourselves after food. What do you think of the Puerto Rican flag? I'm actually not a huge fan of the design of the Puerto Rican or Cuban flags. I think I don't like this many stripes with the triangle. I like the colors though. Like the light blue is cool. You know what? We can draw Puerto Rico and St. Kitts and Nevis together because they're both Caribbean countries. Caribbean islands. Oops. Kind of a copy of Texas. I'm actually... Texas flag is probably older, right? There's no way it's not. Not quite. I think it's different enough from the Texas flag. Let's do some eyes. Actually, you know what? Let's fix this eye. Do some optometry. Draw Cuba and Puerto Rico together. I was actually going to draw St. Kitts and Nevis on top of Puerto Rico. Okay. Do the triangle. Do the red lines. It's red on top, middle, and bottom, right? Yeah. Whoa, hold on. Too fat of a star. That's better. All right, there's Puerto Rico. Let me get St. Kitts and Nevis. I like the St. Kitts and Nevis flag. I think it's really cool. I'm a big fan of the horizontal stripes. Any flag with horizontal stripes I think is cool. Or not horizontal, sorry, diagonal. Okay, and poll. Puerto Rico. Puerto Rican flag. %38% said S tier, 30A, 19B, 11C or lower. I think the Puerto Rican flag is probably a high B, low A. It's not my favorite, but I think it's it's simple and it's pretty recognizable, you know? I'm bored on Puerto Rican, so S tier. Fair enough. Marble Sphere, St. Kitts and Nevis is a really unique looking flag. Yes. So this is St. Kitts and Nevis. Let's do a poll on this, and I'm going to draw it on top of Puerto Rico. What do you guys think? I think this is an A tier flag, personally. I think it's really cool. It's got, what, 5 different colors? And does it well. Diagonal stripes are cool. Trinidad and Tobago is a really cool flag, too. Okay, let's draw Tiny Ball. St. Kitts and Nevis, I think, has a population of 48,000 people. It's very tiny. Very small. Okay, now let's do... We'll do yellow. Let's do 4 pixels. Now for black on a flag, I usually just do dark gray, so it doesn't blend in with the outline. And 2 stars. Oops. They're going to be hidden by the eyes. That's a star. You can't tell me it's not. I'm the artist. I get to decide if it's a star or not. Let's put it over here just so we can actually see it. Oh, you know what? I'm not even doing them angled the right way. Let me fix that. Good enough. Let's do some shadows. Okay, and then Puerto Rico. Do a shadow. Get to you in a second, chat. There we go. Puerto Rico and St. Kitts and Nevis. What's next? Oh, let's, okay, so end the poll on St. Kitts and Nevis flag. 52% said S tier, 38A, 7B, only 1% C or lower. Yeah, I think most of us agree. Great flag. Excellent. Draw Hong Kong. I don't think I've drawn Hong Kong. Let's do it. I think this is one of the best flags in current use. Hong Kong has an absolutely gorgeous flag. I'm curious if you guys agree. I suspect you probably do. Oscar, you don't agree? Fair enough. I think it's a gorgeous flag. Alif Seitan. Assalamu alaikum. You are Indonesian. Welcome. Chaotic Artist. A-, maybe B+. Really? I think this is an easy S tier flag. This is a gorgeous flag. I don't know what you could do to improve this. What would you do to improve it if you don't think this is already S tier? Add some communist stars? No. That doesn't really reflect Hong Kong's history anyway, right? Like, now it's, you know, been incorporated into the PRC, but it was a British colony, right? I'm gonna give him a monocle and a top hat. Hong Kong in its own rank. Haven't seen Cabo Verde drawn before, so I'd be happy if I drew it. That is actually one of the first people I drew. Let me see if I can pull up the chat family portrait. Someone was named Cabo Verde Ball, I believe. The fourth person I drew. I drew Cabo Verde's ball. Or flag. The top 3 most watched shorts are USA and Canada shorts. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't surprise me. YouTube's audience is mostly primarily English speaking. And our viewership in particular tends to be like, depending on the short, it's usually like 40 to 50% US. And then tends to be UK, Canada, Poland, Philippines, Germany, Sweden, Australia, Philippines and Indonesia. We've got a lot of viewers. India as well. But particularly when we make shorts about India is when we get a lot of Indian viewers. But it's like that for, you know, for any comic or video that we make, right? Like, people want to see their own country represented. And we do try and make comics about a lot of different countries. Sometimes it's easier to just, you know, if we have to put something out and we're sort of short on ideas, we just do something with the US because we know more about the U.S. than, you know, Central African Republic. But we also, at minimum, hold on, I'm not drawing this correctly. At minimum, like when we can just have background characters that don't have lines, we will just put in random countries so people can see their country in a video at the very least. But it is, oh, I'm drawing this on the wrong layer. We are doing our best to make sure that we're geographically diverse because we have viewers from all over the planet. So today, for example, we did one about Portugal. We had not done a short about Portugal before. I liked it. I thought it was funny. The idea behind today's short was that on most statistical measures, for whatever reason, Portugal sort of features or performs similar to Eastern European countries, despite it being as west as you can get, you know, in Europe. No, don't spam. 24-hour timeout. Have I done Mexico yet? I have drawn Mexico many times, yes. We've also had Mexico in a couple of shorts. We could definitely do more with Mexico. I have a number of comics of my own that we have yet to adapt that feature Mexico, or are about Mexico, more appropriately. Oh, that petal is too fat. You have to move this one. I could have done this better. Clean this petal up a bit. Okay. A little bit of surgery on these petals. Decent flower. The top petal is, I think, the only one that turned out well, but that's all right. And then one more star here. Okay, that's decent. I like the eyes. All right, I said I was gonna do a monocle, right? Let's do a monocle. I always do a monocle on the eye that's closest to the side of the ball. Just because it makes it easy. You really like the Brazil flag, purple? Yeah, I agree. I think Brazil has an S tier flag. It's super cool. I love the Brazilian flag. Let's give him a top hat. Simple. Love it. I have to work on a short. Don't have a short lined up for tomorrow. I'm gonna have to do that after stream. Okay. Simple Hong Kong. Did I say I was going to do something else after Hong Kong? I forget. Here, let's end the poll on the Hong Kong flag. So Hong Kong flag, 55 said S, 23A, 11B, 90 lower. I'm actually surprised. More people gave A and S to St. Kitts and Nevis. I think this is an easy S tier, but I guess not everybody likes it. Make Macau next to Hong Kong. Don Republic Productions, you're begging me, please watch your Red Comic Club reanimations. I'll watch it off stream. But I've got it queued up. Or I have your channel queued up. Someone wanted me to draw a communist Nepal, which seemed like an interesting idea. I don't know how you make Nepal look communist. Unless you give it a Ushanka or something. USSR, how's it going? Oh, right. Succulent Chinese meal. That's what I had to do. Yes, Masada. Thank you. How am I going to do that? It's this Democracy Manifest. Succulent Chinese meal. Oh, okay. I know what to do. I'm not going to draw Australia. I'm going to draw Republic of China and People's Republic of China. Ooh, that would be a fun poll. Which flag do you think is better? I think they're both good flags. Pull them up.
Hello, viewer.
Hello, viewer. Okay. Trust Saudi Arabia, luckily finding oil. I do have Saudi Arabia with oil somewhere here. Right here. The gold rimmed sunglasses. Yeah, Down Republic, I have it your channel open on my other screen. I'll watch it after stream. Okay. Oh, you know what? Here, let's do I know what I'm gonna do. We're gonna put up a poll first while I draw this. Which flag do you like better? People's Republic of China or Taiwan, Republic of China? Just aesthetically, which do you prefer? I'm not asking you which country is your favorite. Just which flag do you like better? Republic of China or People's Republic of China? I think they're both excellent flags. I would say they're both high A tier, personally. I don't know that I could choose between the two of them. So I'm going to put both Chinas on a lunch tray because it's a succulent Chinese meal. That's how I'm getting around this. Looks like there's a clear winner, actually, in this poll. I'm not surprised. Oops. Okay, there's our lunch tray. Now, ROC and PRC. I'll have to put them on a plate on the tray, huh? The Chinese Civil War, but make it a food fight in a cafeteria. Maybe a good short idea, actually. Let's do the eyes. They're pretty easy flags to draw, fortunately. Both ROC and PRC. You know what? I'm a big fan of making small eyes far apart now from each other. I've seen a lot of you guys do it, and I think it's funny. Oops. Like I think Anvita does it in Anvita's artwork. I don't think Anvita's in stream because it's probably too early, but I want to say Anvita uses small eyes very far apart in their drawings, which I think is funny. Aaron does it every now and then, too. Okay, let's do PRC on the left. Whoops. Are they the exact same shade of red? Looks like it. Gonna do sort of stylized stars here, just plus signs. Where'd the eyes go? Oh, I have them underneath. That's not bad. Here, let's make whoops. Red. That's better. All right. Bite 1 of our succulent Chinese meal. Bite 2 of our succulent Chinese meal. Let's move these eyes up a bit. Okay. Blue. Do the sun. entirely sure how I want to do every single array, but... That's pretty good, I think. You know what? We should draw Australia. Okay, wait, hold on. We want to put plates underneath them, right? I have a plate somewhere else on the canvas. Here. Get these colors from Canada. Ancient Greece and Rome holding swords at each other. I have drawn Greece a lot, but not ancient Greece or ancient Rome. Have I drawn Rome on this canvas? I think I have. Didn't someone ask me to draw Rome? Didn't I draw a Centurion helmet or something? I think I drew an SPQR flag. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Maybe you guys remember. Indiana versus Ohio. I don't know if I've drawn Ohio on this canvas, but I have drawn Indiana twice. Weird enough. One, someone asked me to draw Indiana painting over the middle part to make him look like the EU, and then one in a cornfield. Masada, 1911, €6 donation. To remind you that Flevoland is indeed a real place, and to commemorate its history, I think it would be cool to see Flevoland ball rise from the sea. Oh, God, yeah, Flevoland was one of the Dutch provinces, right?
Flevoland.
Oh yeah, Flevoland. Dutch is such a silly language. Flevoland.
Flevoland.
Flevoland. Are you Dutch, Masada? This is Indiana in a corn maze, not or in a cornfield, not the EU. Flevoland. Yeah, the Netherlands has Flevoland, and the US has Flavortown. Oh, you are? Okay, cool. Oh yeah, here's SPQR. Where's my succulent Chinese meal? Here it is. Here, let me try something else. Fix this color. So our succulent Chinese meals. Let's do a shadow for both of them. We'll have Australia carrying them. I hate drawing Australia. I'm already dreading it. Dread it. Run from it. Aussies arrive all the same. Okay, now we have a big Aussie ball behind him. I should just steal Australia from Aaron. What is the name of that hat? Is it a sloop hat? You know, like the Aussie Outback hat? RTL Gaming, welcome back. Slouch hat, is that what it is? CHH? see. Aaron's got a drawing of Australia. I can probably steal. Let's see. Prisons around the world. Everybody's favorite prison. Australia. It's a good Aussie drawing. I like how Aaron draws animals. These are cute. Australia jump scare. No, let's not give sunglasses to Australia. Let's give him eyes. Decent balls here. Clean this eye up. Let's hide the tray for now. Our succulent Chinese meal. Emu War, please. For cars around the world, there is an Emu War reference. You guys will like it. I am sure. Alright. I hate drawing Australia, so bear with me. I am not good at it. It's why I don't like drawing it, because drawing it well takes a long ass time. And I lose patience when I draw. Okay. I always make the St. George's Cross too thick. You need to be mindful of its size. Okay. No, that's not great. I'll take it. Australia. This flag sucks. I don't know if there are any Aussies in the chat, but I absolutely hate your flag. Any Kiwis too. You guys really need to get rid of these flags. They're such garbage. I feel very strongly about it. I also selfishly want an easier flag to draw. Truly terrible flags. The Queen's dead. Now's time to do it, right? You guys didn't want to upset the nice old lady, so now she's gone. Now's your chance. That Aussie as soon as you enter the stream. I love Aussies and I love Australia, but I hate your goddamn flag. It is so bad. I did say earlier, it's better than the New Zealand flag. But that's not saying much, because I think the New Zealand flag sucks too. New Zealand doesn't have the balls to adopt the bike man flag. This is one of the better Australias I've drawn. Clean it up a bit, make it better. But there's only so much makeup you can put on a pig, right? It'll still always be a pig. New Zealand should just use the bicycle flag at this point? Yeah, hard agree. It's a genuinely good flag. Well, not genuinely, actually. It's an ironically good flag. But if I were able to vote in a referendum on changing New Zealand's flag, and that was one of the options, I would absolutely unironically vote for it. I would be proud of my country if they could take the piss out of their own national symbols like that. That's my hot vexillological take. Bike man flag is genuinely something that I would love to have as a national flag. I don't remember if this is what the star looks like. No, I did it the other way around. Let's see. See, it's... Drawing the Union Jack is not fun, but when you're drawing the UK, it's okay, because it fills the entire ball, right? If the ball is the canvas, the Union Jack takes up the entirety of it, right? The thing I don't like about drawing Australia is that the dimensions get all warped, and the perspective gets warped when you're drawing it in the Canton, right? Like, I tried to make the St. George's Cross thinner than I normally would, but even when I was consciously doing that, it's still too thick, right? And then, on top of that, you have to draw these stupid-ass stars. We're not even done, right? We have the hard part out of the way, but... Oh yeah, it's Starfleet badge. Like, I promise you, kids in, like, kindergarten, when they're learning how to draw their country's flag, Aussie 5-year-olds probably draw shitty flags. French 5-year-olds probably draw great French flags. It's way easier. I'm gonna copy this star. I'm gonna be lazy. Just like the Aussies were when they designed their flag. Got him. Where'd it go? Duplicate. Now, the Southern Cross is a cool constellation, and I do like that it features on the flag. Papua New Guinea does it better. The flag, not just the Southern Cross. Papua New Guinea's flag is way better than Australia and New Zealand because they don't have the Union Jack on it. All right, let's do the hat. Meanwhile, let's end this poll. Which has the better flag, People's Republic of China or Republic of China? 60-40 split goes to the Republic of China. Fair enough. I think if I had to choose, I would say ROC has a better flag between the two. But they're both great. I think they're both fantastic. The Democracy Manifest guy sounds like he should be wearing a top hat and a monocle. Yeah, but he was also arrested for, what was he arrested for? Okay, yeah, so that video that I showed you guys, it's from October 1991, Australian news segment. Video by reporter Chris Reason. The Guardian in 2019 called it perhaps the preeminent Australian meme of the past 10 years. YouTube has several postings of the video with more than 1 million views each. The video shows a man being arrested by Australian police at a Chinese restaurant. As the police forcibly detain him, he remarks in a loud and stentorian tone, "Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Get your hands off my penis." And after an aborted attempt by a police officer to headlock him, quote, "I see you know your judo well." What was he arrested for? What does it say? Okay, so the reporter, Chris Reason, he said that the man was arrested in a case of mistaken identity. The police thought they'd caught Queensland's most wanted. Other later sources said he was a dine and dasher or an international criminal, while Officer Dean Byron, who attended the scene, recalled he was wanted on 19 counts of fraud and receiving stolen goods worth 70,000 Aussie dollars. Dollary dues. The man gave his name as Cecil George Edwards, but he had also been identified by aliases, including Johan Kelmet Carlson and Cecil Jerry Edwards. The clip remained obscure until a raw video version was uploaded to the internet in January 2009 and became an immediate viral video. The raw footage was missing Reason's voiceover explaining who the man was or what the incident was about, and the internet speculation attempted to resolve the mystery. What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? I will give the Aussies this hat. It's a cool looking hat. Slouch hat. Hey, that's not bad. Look at that. I can draw hats now. Love it. Dean, hey, good job. Thank you. That's not bad, right? That's not bad at all. It's covering the top star on the Southern Cross. Maybe I can move them down a bit. Delete Aaron. There we go. Bring the tray back up. Succulent Chinese meal. This was a fun drawing. Even if I had to draw Australia, this one was fun. Okay. Just upset all the Aussies in chat. $10 dues. Draw laser kiwi? Oh boy, have I got news for you. I have drawn a laser kiwi. So Masada, I hope you like that. This was fun to draw. Where was he? Here, Aussie. One succulent Chinese meal. $10 dues. This is actually two succulent Chinese meals. Or maybe one of them is succulent and the other one isn't. Or maybe they're each half succulent and combined to make one succulent meal. Oh, let's do a shadow for Straya. Oh, why can't I draw a decent shadow? Good enough. Let's do a slight shadow under the brim of the hat. No, I don't care. That's too much. There's the tray's shadow. Okay, cool. Succulent Chinese meal. Okay. I think that's all I'm going to draw for tonight. Let's close out with a couple of games. Oh, let's watch a couple of shorts real quick. We haven't done that in a while. I don't know if Dick Rhino or CSM showed them. Hey, it's us. Shorts. Let's watch today's. It's me, Portugal. Portugal, you are not Eastern Europe. Oh yeah? Take a look at the map. I'm also called Portugal. Back to East Europe business. The VHS filter was fun. Messing around with that. I wanted to make it look like, you know, shitty sort of 90s camcorder. So, you finally ditched communism. I guess that makes us pals.
Guess so?
Prove it. Hold this flag.
Is too much too soon.
Alright, hold this one then. It's the same colors as your bad guy flag. This one's fun. So, this is an Aaron comic. Here's something we're gonna do. We are gonna stand and salute the McDonald's flag. I should get a McDonald's flag. Okay. We're gonna go back to Photoshop. And we're gonna vote. What do you guys think of the McDonald's flag? I don't want to influence you guys. I'm curious what you guys think of the McDonald's flag. Long live obesity. Okay, there's a good number of votes in now. I genuinely think the McDonald's flag, without the trademark symbol or the copyright symbol, I think it is genuinely an S tier flag. I think it is great. Yeah, I think it's S tier flag, personally. Yeah, the flag of diabetes. Oh, I forgot. Masada, you wanted me to draw Flevoland, right? Flevoland. Coming out of the water or something. I need to do that. Let me do that real quick. That's going to be the last thing I draw tonight, though. Sorry, I forgot about that. Let's do that real quick. It's a pretty easy flag, so it should be pretty quick to draw. Delete the two Chinas. Flevoland. Flavorland. And then I have to work on a short tonight, and I have some other projects I've got to get to. So I've already streamed longer than I was planning, but I didn't stream since Monday or Sunday, so I felt like I probably owed you guys a longer stream. Decent ball. Let's do a little bit of ball surgery. Good enough. Okay, it's got 3 waves. Whoops. This is a Dutch province. Flevoland. Okay. I'm gonna do the tiny eyes because I'm feeling them today. Do some sky. You know what? I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna use some of Aaron's sky. Check this out. I love the way that Aaron draws skies. I'm gonna take it from skydiving. You might remember this from the skydiving short. Clean this up a bit. That one was fun to make, the skydiving short. Okay, there is Flevoland, rising from the sea. This fits really well for some reason. Yeah. Because Aaron knows what he's doing. Okay. Let's watch a couple shorts.
Hello, my name is Turkey.
Turkey? Aw, man. I had no idea we could name ourselves after food. And next, we'll have an address on combating food insecurity by... Hamburger. God damn it. Howdy.
Hello, my name
This one did really well. I was surprised. I didn't think this would do well. It's a stupid joke. But hey. And yes, I know it's not called Turkey in English anymore. It's called Turquia. But for the sake of the joke, we're still calling it Turkey. You're waiting for Aaron to voice a short? He should. He should voice Canada. Because he's actually Canadian. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm not going to do art review tonight. I was just going to draw tonight. I'll do art review tomorrow night.
Canada isn't here right now. Please leave a message after the beep, and I'll get back to you in a jiffy.
Canada, pick up. It's me. Come on, pick up the phone. I know you're there. Canadian Thanksgiving isn't a real holiday. Pick up the phone, man. I'm bored. Come on, man. Let's go bomb some shithole in the desert. Hey, did I ever tell you how I single-handedly won 2 world wars? It was pretty easy, really. It all began in 1917 when the First War started. I arrived in France with an onion tied to my belt, which was the style at the time. So this was a really simple one to put together, because there's only 2 shots, really, right? Aaron and I really like this one. We're a little disappointed that it didn't do that well. This was sort of like a spur-of-the-moment idea. But this is the apartment from Seinfeld, and that's why it has the bass riff from Seinfeld at the start. We just really like the idea of having the U.S. Not believe that Canada has its own version of Thanksgiving, and that Canada's not home because he's out celebrating. And the U.S. just being sort of self-centered, calling him up on board as a Canadian. Really funny. Good. I'm glad. I think the Canadians liked it, yeah. But it didn't do as well as other shorts, but we had a great time making it. This is one of my personal favorites that we've made. Let's watch one more.
I like you, Taiwan. Let's be friends.
You cannot talk to him. That is a red line.
Damn you and your red lines. Feels like I cross one every day.
You do.
Oh. I like
China's final warning. What's exactly Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving is a holiday in Canada and the United States. They're on separate days. It's basically a celebration of a successful harvest. But that's what it was initially. What it has since evolved into, and I think Canada and the US, the two different versions are basically the same thing, where they just, it's become an excuse to eat a lot of food with family. That's basically it. At least in the US. I think Canadian Thanksgiving is basically the same thing. It's just theirs is like a month earlier than ours. It's a fun holiday. All right, let's close out with global. I haven't played this in like 2 weeks. If it'll load, let's see. Okay, let's start with Oman. 4,300 kilometers from Oman. 2,700 miles. Europe, Africa, it could be anywhere. I don't know. Let's guess Southern Africa. Let's do Botswana. Nope. Okay, so it's not in Africa. It's probably Europe or Asia. Monaco. Monaco is warmer. Closest border, 460 kilometers, 285 miles. So, it's not France. It's not Italy. I think Switzerland is too close. I feel like it could be Andorra or Spain. I think Andorra, Spain, San Marino, Vatican. Let's try Spain. Nope. So it's not Andorra, because Andorra is no, yeah, I would say if it was adjacent. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it is Switzerland. Switzerland is warmer. No. It's like equidistant from Switzerland and Monaco. It's not Italy, it's not France, because it borders those. Malta is too far. It's closer to Monaco. Maybe it is the Vatican. Let's try the Vatican. Yep, Vatican City. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Alright guys, that's it for me tonight. We'll do art review tomorrow. Thank you guys for joining. I hope you have a great rest of your Thursday. Also, I don't know if Seaborgium is here, but Seaborgium, thank you for the $2.79 donation. Felt very lonely. How's it going? I'm doing well. I'm sorry that you feel lonely, but that's what these chats in this community are for. So drop by and interact with us, and you'll feel less lonely. I certainly do when I stream with you guys. So our contest is not tomorrow. It's going to be on Saturday. So thank you guys for joining, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care.